Can you turn your microphone down a bit, Anthony? Because it is still a bit, it's still a bit loud. It's still a bit, well, it's like.
Oh my goodness! Let me see how can I turn it down.
Or just don't talk very loud.
Huh? Yeah, I'll try and talk. I'm always trying to shout because the mic is over there.
Yeah, well, you don't need, honestly, you don't need to shout because it's distorting.
I know, but it's hard to condition myself now. I will try. I will try because if I mess with the sound, it might completely get lost. So is that okay? Is that volume okay?
Well, it's just that when it distorts, when you get a bit louder, it gets distorted.
Okay.
So, like, if you can turn it down to middle, like just click on where your audio thing is in the
I did, but it a big list of things. Noise removal. There's nothing there that just says volume. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I don't see the green things jumping up on anyway. Audio settings.
Okay.
Audio. Ah, I found it. Is that better?
Turn it down a bit more.
Huh?
Bit more.
Bit louder.
No, a bit down. No, down a bit more.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Leave it at that for now. Still sharing.
Right. Let us know.
Yeah, done yours. Connections. Friends timeline. Anthony.
Havinder Singh ID. Did I say the name properly? ID?
You did indeed, Anthony.
ID.
Correct.
We're all good and we're shared now.
I love the Sikh people, you know. I used to think I was a Sikh once, but apparently I'm not.
I do too. I do too. All my Sikh friends are lovely.
Thank you, thank you.
All of them. Lovely people.
You want to go to a Sikh party, man? Oh my God, they put the Trinis to shame.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know. That's hard to do, eh?
Don't worry, we'll invite you all to the party.
There we go.
We celebration party, right?
Yes, absolutely. New Year celebration party.
Sounds a plan.
Well, I'm a prisoner here now, waiting for no notice eviction. So, yeah, my life.
Yes, we're all stuck in that situation at the moment, but we'll get it solved because Anthony's on the case.
It is.
We try. It's the public. It's the public.
Absolutely.
No pressure there, Anthony.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No, together we'll win.
We're gonna nail the nailer tonight.
Nail the nailer, yeah.
That was Chris Hawkins.
It was Jane.
It was me.
It was Jane that said that.
Nail the nailer. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought it was spectacular when it came to that window. I thought, wow. I kept watching it in slow motion.
Right,
Hi, good evening, guys.
Good evenings.
Aye.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Do you need anything
else,
Anthony?
No, I'm good. As long as we can hear the sound, it's quite good. I'm ready.
Still a bit. It distorts. You know, when it gets loud, it gets a bit distorted. But that's why I'm here anyway.
It might be just your end, Andrew, because it's not coming at this end. That's for sure.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's right.
It's okay, my
It's very
end.
clear this end.
Okay, that's it. Crack on then. It's supposed to be my speaker.
Okay. So it says Facebook. Fantastic. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the number 21st webinar on Shutdown Wilson and Rowe campaign. Of course, we've been going 12 years, but since we started to put the focus on Wilson and Rowe, illegal bailiffs, this is our 21st. We're doing twice a week, Wednesdays at 6, Sundays at 12. And this evening, it's the thing is titled Nailing the Nailer, because Mr. Ashley Mark Naylor has been the main violent bailiff with a lot of police assistance. And tonight we have the incredible Chris Hawkins and Jane Wells, whose property they stole, but in the interim they got a little bit of sweet revenge to grab the bastard and chuck him out the window, which is no easy feat. He is a tough individual.
You've seen
So
some rounds, okay?
we're gonna talk through that with Chris and Jane, what they went through a little bit and where they're gonna go and how we can help, and the other victims and the thing in general, how it's progressing, and maybe we have some questions later, and we finish until Sunday. So yeah, Chris and Jane, I don't know who's gonna talk first.
I think Tarzan.
Huh?
Tarzan.
Tarzan, Tarzan and Jane, okay. Yeah, so we had a little chat earlier. Yeah, tell us briefly what happened, and we go through your story a little bit.
Okay.
I have a little track to run on which I emailed out. So yeah,
Well,
all yours, over to you.
it started on the 2nd of December 2022. Our mortgage was going to expire on February the 18th, 2023. We'd, like everyone, we'd gone through COVID, and you know, I don't know about everyone, but we realised then that even though we knew before that something was up, we realised something was really up at that point. We had a lot of time through COVID to investigate other avenues and go down rabbit holes and research, and we just started to look at the mortgages, the Carmel Butler memorandum, amongst various other things, and we just thought, well, let's just desal the bank on the 2nd of December 2022. Now that desal came back in July 2023, and I'll come back to the date afterwards. But in that desal, in particular, there was more than 5 accounts, but it came in one grey plastic pack with 3 brown envelopes inside. Each envelope was slit on each side, not top and bottom, almost like as if someone was slipping in information. I don't know, but that's what it felt like. But amongst that information was Chris Hawkins, a major drug dealer, crack cocaine, had a gang of 8 people. They got 12 years, 8 years, all this kind of stuff. There was another Chris Hawkins who was an ex-policeman. His wife was a policeman. He was doing dodgy mortgages up in Norfolk, and unbeknownst to his wife, he took mortgages out in his wife's name, etc., etc. Jane was a male nurse that got struck off for malpractice. There was all sorts of stuff in there that
Wow.
No, we've not even gone there with that yet, but there was all sorts of stuff in there that weren't right. So the desal never arrived on the 3rd of January 2023. So we had a payment to make on the 3rd of January 2023. We showed a bank statement with the monies on account, and said, look, the monies are yours, we're holding them safe, but we need the desal. And as I say, it didn't arrive for another 6 or 7 months. But so that's what started us off. We then wrote a standard request for information in March. So bearing in mind now the mortgage has expired, or the term has expired, February the 18th. And we asked to see documents to go into they invited us into the bank. We photographed documents, we taped the conversation. We weren't happy with what we saw. So on the 27th of April 2023, we wrote another standard request for information. But we asked the questions, are you still the true holder of the loan note? Can we see the ledger? If you're not the true holder of the loan note, is it correct that you've wrapped it into an SPV and sold it onto financial markets? 5 or 6 questions, but the major one. So that was on the 27th of April 2023, and then on the 3rd or 4th of May, they basically instructed receivers to come and collect the property. So that's how it started for us. We then had several visits from the receivers, at least 4 or 5. Each time we told them to go away. There was one occasion where we said, well, come sit down, let's have a chat. And we made it very clear that we weren't going anywhere. And one of the receivers says, well, let's do a deal, because it's an holistic wellness centre.
Yeah.
Its actual planning is a holistic wellness centre with 8 apartments above. So it's residential and commercial. And one of the receivers, Tim Rolliston, turned around and said to us, well, look, I'll tell you what we do. We take the flats and you can keep the lodge. That's what he said to me, word for word. So I've got witnesses sitting around there, and that's what he said, word for word. And then I just said, now you're insulting us. I'm asking you to leave. He wouldn't leave. I said it 2 or 3 times. I said, now I'm considering it as trespass. You are going to be leaving. Anyway, they left. So that was around, what would that have been? That would have been around about sort of September 23. They then went to the High Court in January 24 and got a writ. And the date to take possession was the 1st of July 2024. And then I don't know if you've seen it, but that's when the Bannerman video took place. We managed to defend it, saying all the right things. We had all the right people there. We knew the writ was false. The person that turned up weren't the person who was on the writ even. He had no paperwork to show that he'd been assigned to the writ. The police knew, everyone knew. But yeah, the charade carried on for 12 hours in terms of defending it. And we knew that wouldn't be the end of it. We then, much to our chagrin, we didn't want to do it, but we just felt we had no choice. We then went to King's Counsel thinking that we were going to get some help, and that didn't turn out anywhere near to be the case. They just took our money and run, literally. So they then, what did they do? They then, so then on September the 6th, at 4:30 in the morning, they turned up, the bailiffs turned up with at least 60 or 70 people. There was 3 police vans hiding around the corner, about 36 coppers. So there's over 100 odd people. There's no one there to defend it. Wow. So there was no chance for any of us to defend it in any way, shape, or form. Since then, I was talking to Andrew earlier on. Shall I repeat what I said about that, or what do you think?
Well, I'm going to put that video out somewhere.
Okay.
So, what we're the main thrust. A lot of people know your story and a little bit and seen some of the videos on Bannerman and all that.
Yeah.
But the main issue is the connection with Wilson and Rowe. All this stuff you told me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we knew. We did some investigation at the time on Wilson and Rowe, on Naylor, on the Lockfather.
I saw your document.
Yeah, and we started to put some documents together, and we genuinely believe that whilst we're not totally 100% right, they're definitely not 100% right, and it was all a bit fishy, and so we put together some documents and took them to the police, hoping that they would open up an investigation on them. And it's the same stuff, dormant companies, bailiffs not registered. It was all sorts of stuff. And they took no notice and said nothing to see here.
It's everything you've mentioned about receivers, this, that, warrant, writ.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
None of it is valid. The court case is not real. The receiver's appointment is not valid. Nothing. Zero. Okay? That's why they need so much force. Because they haven't got the authority underneath. The less authority you have, the more force you need.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah? Like they have a saying in the legal profession, when you don't have the facts, you bang the table. Yeah? It's a saying in their circles. So when when Wilson and Rowe are coming in your life, secondly, they only have authority against squatters, if they authority. All those papers you send me is all counterfeit. There's nothing in the computer at the court. If you ask the court now for a copy of the writ that they executed to kick you out, they haven't got nothing. It's simple, right? And the police know. They're all, if you make a back office call to the police and ask what they got on the record, you have 30 police.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will bet money, I could put £1,000 on the table that they ain't got no record of that 30 police coming out.
One thing, Anthony, if you don't mind me interjecting just slightly, because it's always been on my mind. From the first time they tried to repossess, there was quite a comprehensive little report put together by one of the policemen.
Yeah.
And it outlined a plan of attack. Should the bailiffs go back again, this is what they should be doing, blah, 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 blah. And the second time they came back, it was actually executed, near enough word for word.
Right.
Yeah.
So that they're doing planning. And only thing they need to do, there's one little thing they need to do, is to verify the writ. So when they're making a plan, that means they have an intention. And that's why we are going on the conspiracy at the moment. Because like we said, you just ask these people, the council, the police, the court, the solicitor, the lender. All you need to ask your lender is, can you provide me a copy of the contract signed by the parties and the accounting ledger to show that I owe you money? That's all we need. We don't need no freaking DSAR and all that. Yeah? You have business with them. They have to answer you. They don't answer you, so you have to escalate it. So once you do this, you go, we're going to the Lord Chancellor. It's simple. You know, you send it by registered second-class post to save money. You know, it's very unfair. They're sending us all this counterfeit stuff using the postal service. At some date, we're going to take on the post office. This is going to be the real post office scandal. Yeah? All this is being sent to, we find now, since I've been talking about it, they've been hand delivering a lot of these things.
Yep.
That's because they're trying to circumvent the Malicious Communications Act. I handled the post of one of my tenants, you know, and I was prosecuted, I was arrested and charged with malicious communication and mail fraud and all that. So it must apply to everybody. So, yeah, so that's the problem. Let me see if I can share the screen here.
Yeah, on the video, don't forget to share the sound.
Huh?
Sharing the video, don't forget to share the sound. Click on the sound.
Yeah, we're gonna come to the video in a minute, but can you see the document?
Yep. You can make it a bit bigger if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna fill the whole screen. There we go.
That's it.
So, right. So the police assistance, it's the police doing it, not the bailiff. But as it all relies on that we don't know. It relies on our ignorance. Yeah? So we're gonna come back to this and show this video. But they come back usually. So many victims have experienced Wilson and Rowe violence and intimidation and child abuse. You know, if you have children, these children are being put at risk, and then they take them into child trafficking. So we got here Paul Sorodoc, Corina, Stratulat, Julia Roberts, myself, Margery Badaloo, Jacqueline Campbell, Churchill Finance, Johnnie Mitchell, Tobe, Hayden, Leigh, Gemma X, Aliah, James Perry, Michael James Perry, Ian D'Souza, Fellicienne, Blenman-Bogie, Rosmary, Copeland, Julian Fernandes, Martin Wools, Vanessa McLean, Tamara Stephenson, amongst others. So there we go. Wonderful list. And yeah, 60 to 70 people to uniformed constables. They ain't no constable, they ain't on police duty. Yeah, that's the thing.
Hired thugs.
And
Hired thugs.
yeah, but they under the false pretense that they're on police duty.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the thing, the false pretense.
Yep.
And they are there to secure the assets. I had one bailiff, which the video is on the internet somewhere. He said to me, my job is to seize the assets. He's just come, that's like, he's come clean, you know. I think I should cut it out and do like a TikTok thing with it. So now your case was from Shoreditch, Clerkenwell and Shoreditch County Court.
Yeah.
We have so many people there. We just won a case and got an order, except they tried to cut out the cost from them. I have quite a few cases, but we have other victims. We got Sandra Joseph, Margery Myers, George Carter, Vanessa McLean, Lance O'Connor, Deborah Sampson, Errol Denton, Denise X, amongst others. So none of these people have been able to get a copy of a case management at Clerkenwell and Shoreditch. None. So they're running a hub there. We're finding more and more people coming out there, and they can't show a single case, and that's where combining the data and the personnel here, it's an endemic problem. It's not a one-off situation. So we're going to go back and look at the video when you threw this man out, when you nailed the nailer. Let's have a look.
Don't forget to share the screen when you want it.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do. Share the screen. Are you seeing my black screen?
Oh, yeah. You have to come out of the one you were sharing. And
Yeah. Come out of this.
That's it. Now you can reshare.
Now we're gonna share again. Here we go. And this is the one. Bailiff got evicted. I like the title. That's the nailer. There he is.
Reporting upon it. There is warning. This video contains scenes of self-defense and may also include matters surrounding allegations of tyranny, fraud, malfeasance in public office, unprofessionalism, sarcasm, and reality that the mainstream media will actively deny you, the viewer, by not reporting.
That sounds all distorted. I don't know whether it's for anyone else.
And nations are also coming together to continue the fight against the evildoers of the world. This introduction will now start with a short message from Rosmary in your Italian native language to everybody watching this.
Voglio condividere questa esperienza, questa testimonianza con gli uomini e le donne della terra italica. Quello che è venuto a Londra è una testimonianza di coraggio e di forza del popolo, di come uniti sono riusciti a bloccare questo tentativo di sfratto. In tanti, provenienti da diverse parti dell'Inghilterra, si sono presentati in questo centro di yoga e benessere ad aiutare il proprietario a difendere il proprio locale.
London, 1st day of July 2024. Rapid response and peace officers turn up to the most violent and controversial repossession to date. Right, so if you're wondering what this is to do with this shop business that's closed. Yeah, that's right. Closed for business. Ah, so that's where the cops are. Can I just ask you before I go? What is that badge? I've never seen one like that.
So I do.
Do you know what else is a base?
Anthony?
I don't understand why you're still here, because surely that's the most important bit of paperwork for the whole day, and you're sipping on a coffee.
This is all distorted. We need a cleaner, someone with a cleaner, faster connection, because it's just.
I also think this is the 1 hour 40-minute one, but there's another one, Anthony. It's only 5 minutes.
I'm going to try and skip to the bit. I just want the bit where you threw him out on his ass.
Yeah, try the shorter version. There's a 5-minute one from Bannerman. This is the 1 hour 40 one, Anthony.
Okay, but it will have the part where you threw him out.
Oh yeah, it
I'll
should be
find
somewhere.
it because I'm not gonna. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle to find.
Yeah.
We'll find it. Let's see. So he said the most important document. The most important document is a valid writ, right? Is that it? Is that we're gonna find it?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, there. Okay, so let's go here.
Maybe it's about anyway. No one has to do that at all. I'm not encouraging you to fight. I'm not encouraging them to fight anyone.
So under our volition, we are standing. Yeah, we've said that underneath the season that no action can be done. So
It's not good extent.
Right, I say
here to make sure that nobody gets injured, nobody gets hurt. That is it. But don't want to listen to that.
He is here to ensure that nobody gets hurt. Oh, how lovely. All 30 of you.
The person who's named on it doesn't have to be here. Is that what you're saying? No. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, thank you. Is that true? Can you concur? Concur.
Yeah.
What? It's a load of rubbish. There's got to be the bailiff's got to be appointed because it carries his insurance. The man who does the job carries his insurance, his bond. Nobody can do a bailiff job on your behalf. By the way, it says he was appointed, it was witnessed by the Lord Chancellor. So the Lord Chancellor got to answer. Did you witness this?
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
They're breaking the law. They don't know. Their document is wrong.
Who's
I can't stand it like this. You tell him.
He's not even got the jurisdiction to do this. It's no authority.
What you actually advise me, you might be advisable to advise people what you've advised me. That's all I can say.
Sorry, who's on
What's that?
Well, this gentleman explained to me about the people don't need to be named on the writ.
Unfortunately, the main person doesn't want to listen to it.
Stand under common law legal.
So what's happened? Roll the back on.
They're attacking you! You know, look what the police do!
That's not entry. The police need to stop in. 2263, ready to do job. Quickly!
Look how they're protecting the nailer. Eh? Why don't they protect the homeowner with the same effort? In all that drama, he's holding on to the fake warrant for their life.
Oh yeah, Paul.
Nobody's getting hurt today. We're not going to hurt anybody without putting up hat and the He's here and trying to break into the yoga centre and then he's yeah, that weapon that is yours is not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, they're trying to break into their
Because they're police. So I just witnessed a breach of the peace. I've informed one of the officers. And the officers appear to be on scene. Nothing's happening. This needs to be investigated now. Yeah. Injury!
This is now a risk. This is now a risk. You need to get back.
I've just seen blood. You might need an ambulance. I've just seen blood. You might need an ambulance.
Do you have your phone on you then, sir?
Use your radio, you muppet. Cut your shiny head.
We're going in.
You're not right. You are not going in.
A dynamic risk assessment! That class is dangerous! You're all in danger now! A dynamic risk assessment!
So please,
stop! Cease and desist! A man's just hit his head on the glass! I've done a dynamic risk assessment. A man's hitting the glass. There are people getting injured now with broken glass. AS6.
So all the freaking police standing there, what's going through their mind? They're not doing nothing. Look at their faces. Like, you know, I don't know. Why don't you arrest Mark Naylor? You know, why? It's unbelievable.
Well, they're definitely not protecting the public, are they?
Well, I mean, you threw him through the window. He had a cut and whatever. And he looks obviously a bit, you know, shaken up. But he's clutching to the fake warrant. If I had something in my hand and I fell, I'm kind of, you know, he's holding on to it for dear life.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so we'll watch a bit more and then we move on.
You are not doing your job. I've seen glass hitting people. Are you not concerned about health safety? Health safety?
You're not helping.
You're not helping anything. You're just stuck there.
Have a conversation about it, right?
Health and safety. I'm reporting to you. There's blood. I've seen blood. And you just stand here.
Yeah, we'll stop it there, but well done for defending your property. You have an inalienable right to defend your property. And at the time, considering you didn't have the knowledge you have now, but you knew he's not within his rights. And now so much information has come out. He is on the bailiff register and the Central London County Court confirmed he's not an enforcement agent at all. That's why he needed 30 bent cops.
Wow.
You understand? So that's an incredible thing. And you guys have become, over this time, kind of campaigners, right? For your own self and in the issue in general, right?
Sorry, say that again, Anthony?
You kind of become campaigners and trying to fight the issue apart from your own case.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not just us. No, it's not just us.
Right.
It's the
Right.
85-year-old that widow. You know, husband's gone, frail. They're doing it. We can't have this in any land.
Right. I mean, there was a gentleman on my road in London where someone came in. He's in a wheelchair. I done a video. I went in the old people's home and done a video with him. he just said, get out. You got 10 minutes to get out. They put him out on his wheelchair. You know, and they just wanted the house because, so this is all going on so much. And we're really encouraging people to join the battle where we made so many breakthroughs. That very guy, now you can go back to those offices and say, hello, Central London says he's not a bailiff, what you gonna do? I wouldn't even do that. I would just ask them for the writ that he executed. You know, because they came to keep the peace because there was a writ, allegedly. And if there is no writ, now what are you going to do, Mr. Chief Constable? You deployed 30 officers here. How much money does it cost the taxpayer? And so what we found out is they're adding all this cost to the mortgage debt.
Yeah.
But you can't add it if it's illegal, you know. So yeah, that was incredible, and it's a real pleasure to have you on the campaign, and you're best candidate so far. Everyone's got a right to defend. I read another one, I'm not wishing it on anybody. 3 officers got killed. They came to an eviction, and I think the people there gassed the house. Yeah. So the 3 officers died in that. But why are you doing a fake warrant job? There was another one I read. There's a guy in Brixton. He shot the bailiff, a Marston's bailiff. And the guy got a long jail sentence. His family should come to me for help, I think. He got imprisoned. So I don't know about the gun and all this, but what's the bailiff doing at his house? Where is his warrant? Does he actually got a warrant? And I think this is getting so extreme. We had Ian D'Souza last week saying 2 armed police came to his eviction with Wilson and Rowe. Armed freaking police, 2 of them. And it turns out the company is dormant. They don't have no writ, they don't have nothing. So, Mr. Lord Chancellor, how far are you going to let your name be used?
The police attended.
Hmm?
And there was no record of the police attending.
And no record when we found the back office.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah? He videoed it as well. It was on one of the things you can watch it. If we haven't posted it, we will. But so we're amassing all these cases. It's, you know, it's not something's been done before, and they have to shut down Wilson and Rowe. There's pressure from all angles. One's got it in the High Court. We got the FCA on it. We got the Metropolitan Police issued a crime number. We got so many angles. We got the council, Enfield Council, supposedly investigating Tottenham Police. So all these avenues are open and active. How long are they going to try to keep up the pretense that these are genuine, real people? I don't think it's very long. Maybe, you know, maybe over the Christmas, I don't know, but something's going to crack. We have to prepare for the long haul, but something's going to crack. Worst case scenario, we hire a bunch load of coaches from all over the country and go to their address in Manchester and make a citizen's arrest if push comes to bloody shove. Then the Lord Chancellor can jump up. David Lammy, I know you have a lot to do. You're busy trying to shut down jury trials, as you've been told to do. You know, you did such a wonderful speech on the Windrush, and you're a Windrush descendant, and you want to ban jury trial. That doesn't add up, Mr. Lammy. You're just a voice, a mouthpiece. It's not your wish. Don't do the job if it fights with your conscience. You understand? So, right. So that's that one. And yeah, we're honored to have you on and to share your experience. I know we're going to take some questions from anybody else, and then after that, we call it a day. Yeah, so is that Bob?
Yeah.
Bob, I was watching Copeland. They gave guns to your house as well. Remember?
Yeah, indeed.
And I talked to them. I got a video. I was talking to them on the phone with the guns, and then they left.
Yeah, indeed. That's correct.
And then I went to an eviction in Bullsmore Avenue in Enfield.
Yeah.
And they came with guns. So this is becoming more common. You know. So anyway, how are you, Bob? You're looking well.
You know, much the same.
Aye. Did Wilson and Rowe involve in your case? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
No, they weren't. No.
Yeah. Can you remember the bailiff?
Hey?
Can you remember which bailiff or which company?
No, not offhand, Anthony. No, not offhand, I can't.
But that was the Enfield police, whatever.
In my case, it was the Bedford.
Bedford, yeah. I remember I went to court. I went to court with Bob, on a bankruptcy or Mary.
Yeah.
And they called the security on me.
Yeah.
And when the security came, it was my freaking classmate from Jamaica. What is the probability of that? And he goes, Badaloo, bloody hell. It's just so freaky. So freaky.
It was an empty court, wasn't it? It was a ghost.
Yeah.
It was an empty corridor, empty building, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
I think that's where when they wear the black robes and all these fancy dress things, that's where they probably go to do some kind of seance. These kind of buildings. I don't know. But yeah. But everything is coming back to life now, you know, a new energy, a new chapter. They can't escape this one. You know, we're amalgamating all the cases. Well, not all, but, you know, we have a catalogue from 12 years' work. And now we are putting them together. You were in Luton Court at one time, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know I won a bankruptcy case in Luton Court?
Yeah.
Against, what's the solicitors called? They're big one.
Erwin Mitchell? No.
No. Another one.
DLT?
They do the council tax cases. I can't remember their name, but there's a guy there called Joshua Briggs. After I won the case, and we settled with them a very low figure, which is like similar to winning. He phoned me up 7 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Joshua Briggs, his name is. He goes, Mr. Badaloo, I've never seen anybody like you. You're an amazing man. Blah blah blah. But, you know, Luton County Court, another, you know, everywhere, man, everywhere.
Den of iniquity.
Yeah. I went there to file some documents one evening or one Sunday, and there is no letterbox.
No.
No way.
That's correct.
Like, wow. So, yeah, it's good to see you. So, anybody have any questions or anything they want to bring up? Their own situation or whatever.
That's something to say, Lisa.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to update my name. Well, they still have me in bankruptcy. 3 years. The 3-year rule came and went. Trustee has no name on land registry with a vested interest. The retired trustee is on the land registry clouding the fact. I have a consent order for sale with that important. they've gone to the Central London Court, lying and saying that they're which they didn't.
I'm having trouble hearing you, you know. Let me turn up my volume.
It is a bit, you're a bit quiet, actually.
Yeah, it's probably because my.
Oh, that's so much better. That's better.
Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to update my name because I got married in between all this crap, and so I'm trying to update my name. So I put in my decree absolute. I've got my new passport with my new name. Blah 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 blah. They won't update my name. They've been giving me the runaround. I went to the court. I've identified. I know somebody at the court. He's a fucking guard dog. Excuse my language, okay? He's a guard dog. Yeah, his name's Ken. And every time I put in an application, Mr. Ken sends it back with lightning speed, right? But 4 applications in court. None of them have been processed. None. Since February the 3rd this year. So they wanted me to leave my house, right? On the 7th of January, the jackass judge made the order on the 22nd of October 2024, 3 years, 3 months past the vesting. And the trustee now is pretending that he's still got something. They're waving this piece of paper around. So I'm like, so you got a piece of paper saying you got possession and sale, right? And your name.
I can't hear you now, you know. You have to do something with your sound.
Okay. So he's got this possession and sale order, but his name's not on the land registry. He left the retired trustee on the land registry, and they're trying to tell me, oh well, the retired trustee's on the land registry, so you know, they vested in it. I'm like, no, you're not, because the retired trustee has failed to realize the asset within 3 years. You failed to put your name on there. You're now trying to put it on the 17th of October, 2024, way past the vesting. You didn't use section 283A extension. You used section 305 and 365, which is part of the bank's decision within the 3-year rule. And they're trying to tell me that my argument is groundless. So I'm trying to update it on the land registry. They won't do it because pending application from the person who has no vested interest in the land, the trustee based on tort now. And so the bank went to London to get a no notice eviction, Central County Court, London, where I don't live. And it was a fake order. It came to my house at 8:25 on a Saturday night. I asked my neighbours, did you get something, you know, Royal Mail delivered stuff to me at 8:25 on a Saturday night? And it came from the County Court, London. And I looked at it and I thought, this is crazy. The font is wrong. Everything's wrong, right? I wrote to the County Court, London, because I wasn't certainly going to know the hearing in London. I live in Bristol, and then they're going to do a no notice on me. The bailiffs for the trustee, based on tort, used his fake order, came here, the 3 bailiffs, and that's C-Tam. The C-Tam wrote that N64. His name is on there, C-Tam. Wrong claim number, not related to any of the proceedings. So I tried to challenge it. Didn't get heard at all. Battered it out of the court. So I'm trying to change my name, and Bank of Scotland will not do it. They will not do it. So today, 3 days now I've been going. Today, I took my new passport, my marriage license, my decree absolute from the previous marriage, my birth certificate. I said, right, come on, change it. Oh, your bank card is expired. I said, yeah, and oh, well, we can't update your name. I said, well, what does having to update my name have to do with my expired bank card not in the right name? I've given you my passport, which is my, you know, my identification. There it is. They won't do it. So she said, why do you want to change your name? I said, why you asking me why do I want to change my name? I said, that's not my legal name anymore. I've divorced and I've got a new name. That's my name. So I need you to update the record. Okay, under GDPR. You need to update the record. You're processing incorrect data. Oh, we can't do it. I said, well, what do you want? I said, well, my mortgage is in that name, and I'm selling the house because I've got a lawful order to sell. I'm selling, you know, and Bank of Scotland, who I don't have a relationship with, you know, have agreed. So I kind of strung them along. And then she's like, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll verify the documents for you. And I thought, great, okay. So she did that today. So she verified the documents, they stamped it, she received it, she signed it, and she said, here you go, send that to Birmingham Midshire. So I already had a DSAR on hand ready. But I said, listen, I said, you are abusing my data here now, all right? You're processing incorrect data. And I handed her the DSAR, and then she was like, I don't know if I can take this. I said, well, you have to take it. By law, you have to take it. I have to go and see my manager. She went to see the manager. The manager said, oh, yeah, take it and put it in the grey box. So from today, there's a countdown. I'm going to send the stuff now to Birmingham Midshire, and I'm going to tell them, update my name and get rid of the old data. And that stops them now. They're stopped. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're really having trouble with the sound on this thing. And are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not things we can deal with live, but it's very good you bring up your matter. You can contact me off the thing. Yeah.
I think
and I'll give you my opinion on certain things, how you can approach it slightly differently, because you have to approach it as a conspiracy between various parties.
Well, I have the evidence of the conspiracy because they submitted it into court and they said they were going to do a two-pronged approach on me.
Okay.
Bank went for repossession on in 2022 when the trustee had everything in them.
Listen. This is the problem. Bank went for repossession, right?
Yeah, I know, and they use the trustee.
Let me answer something. Is there a valid claim in the court for this repossession?
No.
Is there case management records?
I've no idea.
Right, so you have to attack them in a different way. You understand?
But they won't process anything that I put into the court. Nothing.
You send it by registered post, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's different because it's registered post.
So when you hand it over to the person at the counter, they could just slip it under the thing, yeah? Even though
I understand, but registered post has a little bit of a stronger binding effect. When you give it to them, they're supposed to stamp it, and that is your kind of proof and contract or whatever. But if they won't take it or they won't stamp it, send it by registered post. Put the postage sticker. Get one of these from the post office.
Yeah.
And pull the small one off and stick it on the document.
Yeah.
And send it in by post, registered post. I think you might find it has a stronger bind.
Yes, because it goes through the postal routes or whatever.
Yeah. You're paid stamp duty and all that. But you're going to take them on as a conspiracy like what we're doing, the nine-headed snake, yeah?
It's 100% a cartel. It's a cartel, 100%.
I know, but then you got to know how to fight the cartel.
Yeah.
You can't do one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do them as a cartel, and you gotta let them know you're escalating it to the Lord Chancellor.
Okay.
You don't have to keep playing tennis all of your life, back and forth.
It's 13 years.
Once you've done your notice to each of the parties, the court manager, the bank CEO, the council, yeah? Because they have to serve notice on the council, that notice of eviction.
I think the land registry as well, because it's the council who...
Yeah. Okay. But then you have to ask the council, did someone file notice of eviction against me with the council? You have to do it by registered post, so that you have proof that you asked the question.
Yeah.
And then within 14 days, you got them all in a noose.
Okay.
Because not a single one of them can verify or validate their action or involvement in the matter.
Correct.
So that is the process we're trying to promote. I've been very bad from day one. I'm saying I'm going to do this as a template for people, but I haven't done it. But it will be done. We're really working hard for what we're doing here. But it's very simple, and I've been doing it individually with people. It's so simple. But this is the new what do you call it? New paradigm how we're fighting the battle. And you see what, like on this guy's letter, where the notice, we're quoting all the other people.
Yeah.
So we're showing them it's an endemic problem. It's not just your case.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? So for the first time, we're having the British public uniting on these matters, at least some of them, to some extent. And then you reference the petition, ScambusterTV, where we have 6,000 verified supporters against court order scams.
Yeah.
You reference it in your correspondence. You understand?
Okay, let me tell you
So
what
you
my...
have to be outside the system, because we can't cover so much here. It's going to get too long and drawn out.
Okay, but I think
your contribution, and fix your mic.
Okay,
and pay your internet bill. It says it's unstable. You need to.
Okay.
I think you find you've got your hand over your microphone or your finger.
It's a terrible phone I have, and I can't afford to buy one because we're bankrupt in this one.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it could be your hand on your microphone on the phone.
No, it's not. It's just my phone. I have to hear anything on my phone, I have to put it onto a speaker. So, you know, I have to connect it. Otherwise,
yeah, it was quiet, but I hope it comes out good on the video. But thank you very much for your contribution. Anybody else want to throw their 2 cents worth in?
That's it.
Okay. All right, all 22 people, there was a bit more earlier, whatever. Thank you very much, and thank you for Chris and Jane today. Yeah, and do you want to round it off?
Well, that's it. I think that's.
By the way, that solicitor was Wilkin Chapman. Thank you, Vanessa, for highlight. Wilkin Chapman, yeah. So we're amassing cases against them as well.
Absolutely. If you can find that 5-minute video, the 5-minute one, yeah, and you ping it me, and I can attach it to the Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep. I did look for it, but I couldn't find it. But on that note, love yous and leave yous. We'll see you Sunday, 12 o'clock.
Yes,
thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
On that. All right, guys. Take care now.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao for now.